You're now listening to N21FM, a Pokemon podcast. I'm your host, Glenn. I'm joined, as always, by my lovely co-host, Johnny. And we're joined in the studio today, also, by another co-host you haven't seen in a while, by our good friend, Zach Terrio. How you doing? You doing all right today, buddy? Zach?
Doing great. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Glad to have you here. I like that sweater you're wearing. It looks very cozy.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I got it at Target.
Nice. Target, as much as I don't like to shop there, if I can help it, they have really comfy clothes. Actually, the sweatpants I'm wearing are from Target. They're Champion collab. I love Champion sweatpants. They're maybe the best sweatpants.
An egregious amount of my wardrobe is purchased at Target, unfortunately. Their stuff fits me good. I don't know what it is.
It fits good. It's very good if you're like a stocky, like masculine person.
They're just built for it. Yeah, it's really good. And they also they're really good at crew necks, and I love a good crew neck sweatshirt.
Yeah.
So
yes. Excellent crew neck.
I just have a ton of them.
They have cardigans that are excellent too. One of my favorite, the cardigan, the like tiger stripe cardigan I wear all the freaking time. That's from Target, and it's too good.
Yeah.
Wow. Johnny, how are you doing today, bud?
Oh, I'm doing all right, hanging in there. Just kind of enjoying the day. I mean, you can see I got the regional stream from Birmingham up behind me.
Very nice.
Casual watching, doing chores and folding laundry and stuff like that while having it on,
Yeah. Very cool. Birmingham was cool. It was a good tournament, if I remember correctly.
Good last year, I think. But we'll see how this one goes. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's good to be here with you both. I'm excited to record this and get things kind of posted and live before, the entire East Coast is obliterated. I think it's gonna be fun. For those who are unaware, we're recording this on the 24th of January, 2026, which means there's currently a winter storm about to ravage this side of the country, the whole Southeast, allegedly. I mean, who's to say? I think it's gonna be probably fine. We've been like doomsday prepping though. We got like heaters, we got hand warmers, we have blankets. We bought like a plastic tub we're gonna fill with water just in case. I think it'll all blow over probably just fine. But you can never tell with this area. So
better safe than sorry. I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah. I'm used to this kind of stuff from like hurricane prep in Florida, so I totally
same here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys are accustomed to this. I don't get any big storms. I never have. Very moderate climate here in North Carolina, despite despite what might seem popular belief. All right. Well, excited to be here. N21FM, a Pokemon podcast, episode 53 today. It's a pretty big one. Where we have over. If you were to listen to one episode of this show every week for a year, you'd have a full year's of content at this point, which is pretty impressive.
That's pretty cool.
It does make me think, though. It's like, man, we should have hit this milestone a long time ago because we're in season 3. But I liked having breaks, and I also didn't know what I was doing for the first very long time on this show. So glad we're kind of finding our way. If you want to support this show and its continued growth and development, you can check us out over at patreon.com/terminalcreative, where $1 a month will get you early access to the show, access to our bonus show, N21 Plus, where we just did an episode with For the Win TCG, aka Sean Payne, and we went over our top 3 cards of 2025. I actually really, really loved that episode. I thought it was a lot of fun to record. Be sure to check that episode out as well. If you missed it, it is a really, really good episode. That whole conversation was a blast. So check out both of those 100%. Episodes, N21FM, N21 Plus. Also, new to the Patreon, I've added RSS access. So you can now use the RSS feed with Spotify and whatever podcast app, I believe. I'm not exactly sure how the RSS feed works. I'll need a little bit of feedback on that. So go over there, leave us a comment. Tell us how well it works for you, if you want. And that's just the $1 a month tier, by the way. We're really front-loading it for you guys. $5 is the audience participation tier, where you can have a question for us or any of our guests read on the show. We post that thread every month, so the January thread is now live, and we'll have the February one up very soon, since January is ending soon. And $10 a month is, of course, our producer tier, where we read your name at the end of the show. So that's just for the folks who really want to support this show and help us take care of some of the back end like stuff, like the the subscription to the music that you hear in our intro, stuff like that. Just ways of helping us grow in more ways. But of course, the best support is just to like the show, comment, subscribe, follow us, leave reviews on podcast services, and tell your friends about the show. We got a lot to talk about today. We've got a couple of new collabs that I want to talk about. Some unfortunate news about some future events for Pokemon. We've got our usual article where we dog on Corbin Hostler for the price tag data. I say that I haven't even read the article yet, so that's a little disingenuous. So apologies, Corbin Hostler. But also, I reserve the right to rescind that apology if your article is back this week. We'll talk about the Toronto Regionals a little bit. We'll go over what we're playing, and then we'll kind of get out of here. So let's start with I want to pull up the tweet actually from Gaming Gen, because this first article comes from their official Twitter or X page, whatever you want to call it, where they posted, and it's been some time, right? This was over the holiday break. We didn't really get to go over it because we were hosting For the Win TCG. But on January 13th, they posted, "Hello, professors and trainers. We have some exciting news. We are proud to announce Gaming Generations will be your event organizers for this year's NAIC and World Championships. To start these announcements, we are launching the professor application for both events. Please share with any professor who might be interested in this opportunity. NAIC deadline to apply is 2/11, and then it's the link, the event info on it, and then the World's deadline is 2/25. So if any professors want to be at those, check those out." And my favorite thing was actually all the replies to these tweets.
Yeah.
And I
Oh boy.
it's really bad, man. I'm pulling it up right now. I didn't realize I would need to log in to check the replies. But I mean,
these are quite good.
Every single reply is them just like the whole community dogging on Gaming Gen. Zach, have you seen this tweet, by the way?
No, I saw the tweet, but not like the replies. So I'm excited to
The replies
see what they say.
The replies are brutal. The first one in here is it's a quote from Vince Carter on where he's like, "I got one more in me" for returning for his 22nd season. And so he captions it, "GG after organizing 3 terrible events in a row." Somebody with the disgusted Sackboy face turning.
Oh my god.
There's like the gif of Drewski throwing his wine glass, and just the community after hearing this. And then there's that scene from Smiling Friends where Mr. Boss is talking to Alan. He's like, "We're so effed."
Yeah.
Somebody else posted the line at NAIC this year, and it's this crazy ski slope that looks like a massive exodus.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just all of the and it's not just that. That's the first couple. Everybody is dogging on them in these comments. Nobody wants Gaming Gen to run this event. By the way, this is a tweet with 418 likes on it.
Yeah.
That is not very much. Granted, Gaming Gen doesn't get a lot of interaction on their Twitter, but man, it's unfortunate because we shouldn't want to dog on them, but
I mean, I think it's deserved. I think it's so deserved.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I can't come up with any reason for why people shouldn't be doing this, right? And Gaming Gen unfortunately doesn't have like responses for this kind of stuff either. Like they're not being like they don't come out and say, "Hey, you know, we're gonna do this and this." No action steps to improve the issues they've had in the past. It's just, "Hey, we're doing this," and then no other feedback, no other words, nothing. I mean, you can look at like their Twitter page and like replies. They don't say anything. It's kind of disappointing, honestly. I think that's my biggest takeaway from it, honestly. If I was going to say anything at all, is like, I wish they would just come in and provide some community feedback responses, you know, like, "Hey, you're getting dogged here. Like, maybe speak up and say, we've got an action plan," you know? unless you don't, and then don't say anything, I guess, because I don't know.
I think that's the best course of action, because truly they obviously are out of their depth as an organizing company, and they're
Very
obviously
much.
content to stay that way because they like, and this is a simple thing, but even so on January 17th, when they posted the Toronto Championship Point Side Event Cups, they were like, oh, here's a link for the VGC, here's like all your links for signing up for the tournaments. And then they had to amend it and be like, hey, by the way, sorry for the confusion, here's the correct link for the VGC sign up, the correct Arcanine link. Like, you should just proofread your tweet, man. I don't know. It's just, you're so out of touch with this community and clearly not listening to feedback, or I don't know, at least there's so as a longtime Bungie fan, the game developer, they often would have moments when the community would be in really low spots and they'd be like, we're listening to the community feedback right now, more to come. Like, at least saying like, hey, we're listening would be noteworthy. I don't know, man. Gaming Gen is just, I don't like to play fast and loose with people's jobs, but I think it's time for them to go.
Yeah, I felt that way since like the get-go. It's like it's like such a, even like from the beginning, was like such a staunch decrease in quality from like overload events and day 2 events, the ones we had prior. It's just such a bummer to see it like take such a downward tailspin in that way, and then to expand it to the internationals and then worlds, which already people are feeling weird and hesitant about, that it's constantly happening in America. It's like it's like one more gut punch going into it, that like it's going to happen here, and then also the organizer is going to be like potentially incompetent based on its track record. It's like super tricky.
Yeah.
No, I think that's pretty accurate. I think one super big concern I'm having with this, especially, right, is like, this is an announcement for, hey, this is happening for NAIC and Worlds, right? And we already know Worlds this year is in San Francisco, and we already know that they're also doing what is it, the Pokemon, what is it, Pokemon, is it Pokemon EX?
I don't know. I think it's Pokex. Or Pokex.
Something like that, but I can't remember the exact name. But yeah. It's like it's very clear that they're doing like the fan-sided expo stuff, and they're trying to bring the World's experience into a way where they can kind of split it to make Worlds as an event not exclusive to train or players, but like more of a tournament focus for the players, and keeping the side stuff that's not play of any kind to an option for fans, so they can get, like, clearly to get more people into both, probably. But it's kind of concerning that Gaming Gen now is in charge of the tournament side of things. It's like, okay, well, we're gonna organize this expo stuff, and we'll leave the tournament to you, Gaming Gen. And that's kind of where my concern is coming in with this, especially with like the way TPCI is handling that, I think, because I don't know how, I think it's TPCI exclusively who did like organizing for Worlds last year.
I think so too.
Historically, all the ICs, or at least EUIC and NAIC and Worlds, were all TPCI.
Yeah.
The only IC that had assistance was LAIC, which Copag helped with.
And Copag's a great company, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it seems like, I guess, since the game is growing so much in like such a exponential way, that like they just need the help, I guess, with organizing the larger event and being NAIC, and then in the split event, which is Worlds, where they can be more hands off on one sector of it to focus on the other sector of it, I suppose.
Yeah. And that's just where, like I said, that's where my concern comes in, is it's like, okay, is TPCI maybe like throwing their hands up on the tournament for the sake of, trying to promote the expo, and how's that going to look,
Yeah. Makes me curious about what their finances are like to have to outsource this part of it so that they can focus on what's presumably the more commercially successful event, right? In your Poke Expo. Like if you're, because that's probably going to be a circumstance where people are spending more money. There's going to be like the pop-up for the Pokemon Center, all that good stuff.
Well, I think that's the big thing of it, right? Is that like tournaments aren't money-making opportunities for them. Like competitive play is always going to operate at a loss for this company. So it's like, I guess like going to a position where like they can focus on something that can make the money is like a business decision for them. But it's just kind of interesting because it's like we've had proven good tournament organizers in the past, and like even after the first year of Gaming Gym, which I guess maybe they got the pass just because there's growing pains or whatever, it's like a different company or a newer company that is not used to this kind of competitive space. I think they mostly did like fighting game tournaments before that. Or even to this scale. I don't know exactly how big the fighting game tournaments they were doing before, but like Pokemon is like reaching the largest card game / video gaming tournaments of all time. Like I think like the last NAIC was like literally the second biggest one ever, besides that one Magic one in Vegas or whatever. But it's just like, it's so weird because like we've had better organizers, and it's like we keep constantly, every regional, there's like something to complain about with Gaming Gen, whether it's like waiting or lines or poor planning or especially miscommunications or lack of communications. It's like we're not getting our registration times as promptly as we used to. We're not getting the information about registration times as promptly as we used to. We're getting them like the day before, and like nobody is able to plan these trips to go to these tournaments in an adequate enough time if that's all they're giving us. And it's just baffling to me that they're going to continue to extend that to the largest tournament of the year and the most important tournament of the year.
Also, like again, I think so we got together and watched Worlds this past year in 2025, and I think it was the best organized tournament I've ever seen. Like the production was on point. It was exceptionally well supported. I think from what I understand, it was also fun to play in and well organized in that sense. So why do we want to shoot ourselves in the foot and let the historically worst organizing company in recent history handle following that up? You know, like it makes me worried that like it's also going to be worse to watch, and that it's going to be more uncomfortable, and they're going to have a worse trained camera crew, or like their media team is going to not be in as good of a space. You know what I mean? Like, and that makes it worse on people who can't go to Worlds. Like, not to mention being a player, you're going to have the problems for players there. You're going to have problems for spectators and participants there. And then when you're cutting your support, maybe not funding, and just like trusting Gaming Gen with this stuff, you're just extending an open invitation to make the experience worse, not just for the people in person, but online as well. And that's something you really can't afford right now. It's been kind of evident that, in my opinion, Pokemon got into a space directly after the pandemic that they were flush with cash, doing really, really well, succeeding a lot commercially. And I think what they, as well as so many other companies, did is they failed to recognize that that wasn't going to last forever, because we're coming down from an economic lull. And of course we have our own different like economic circumstances that are causing a lull in like the moving around of funds and goods, but we're now like coming down from that high of the post-COVID boom, and but also at the same time the tournaments are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So now you have this expectation for you that the tournaments are going to be excellent, and you're going to have good organizers and like judge support. Another thing that's really important is Gaming Gen in their tweet was like, hey, if you know any professors or judges, let us know, send them this way, because all of their events in recent history have been so understaffed. I don't know. It's so disrespectful of your player base to continue to allow these people to organize your events.
I hate to say it, but I feel like maybe the mindset from TPCI is simply, well, people are going to come, There's always going to be people who are going to be interested in this at some level, and we're always going to get enough to show up, I
Could
don't
be.
think that, like, I hate to say it, but I think that that's probably like just where they go to with that, because other, like, they know people who go to Worlds. You're going to get your Worlds invite, and it's like they probably are like, well, if they don't want to come to Worlds because of the hosting company, who cares, right? It'll go to the next person or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we'll just get more people. We'll always get more people, and I think maybe with that mindset, they have just kind of decided to not worry too much. I do hope that maybe, once Gaming Gen's contract is up, that they might look to some other event organizers who have had proven success in the past, like Day 2, like Overload. I really, really hope, but I think that we're kind of stuck with this for the meantime.
Yeah, it's also possible TBCI is just like, we just have to wait out their contract.
Yeah.
It could be part of it.
I don't want to presume that there's malintent when it could just be like, it's like oh, never mind. I thought of a different image. Never mind. But like,
I was gonna say
with him.
Yeah. Maybe in that regards, maybe they're contracted to a certain number of events, and so TPCI says, well, we'll shoot ourselves in the foot.
Just like accelerate it, right?
Yeah, right. Like, might as well, right? Yeah, get it finished so that they don't have to deal with it. Maybe it's like, oh, these might just be the last 2 contracted events that they need to clear this out, and then we can just get someone else. That might be it. I don't know. That's like some super wishful, thinking, but maybe.
Yeah, it's like this sort of thing is also like so complicated, right? Because there's like all sorts of different like logistical and business based and like planning hurdles to like consider when it comes to things like not only this but other things that people love to complain about, like venue size or location choice or things like that. It's like it's so it's like so easy to like think that you or complain or think that you have like an idea of like what the correct thing to do is, and like it's so much more complicated than that when you actually go under the surface. So it's like, who knows what it is, if it's contracts or whatever, but it's just like the most important thing to do is just like make the voices known and like report to your community ambassadors or file tickets to like let them know that this is happening, because that's the only way it's going to really change.
Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely correct. Because you're right. Like, maybe I should reach out to them and see if maybe that's really negative, but maybe I should reach out and be like, hey, I'd love to have one of you guys on to speak to the community. Be like, what the hell's going on?
No, I don't
know.
Maybe.
But I don't know. I digress. I don't want to sit on this for too terribly long. There's plenty of other stuff to talk about that's actually a good bit more fun. Unless you guys have anything else to say about Gaming Gen confirmed for Worlds and NAIC.
The only thing that I think I was going to say was, and I'm trying to find some confirmation for it here, someone did mention apparently Day 2 events were the ones who hosted NAIC and Worlds last year.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, did they? Oh, that's cool.
But I can't find any info on it, and it looks like if you try to like go to Day 2 events website and stuff, their website is like password locked and stuff. So I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's really like what happened.
Yeah, they don't even have like their Twitter account is not up to date. Their Instagram account is their Twitter and Instagram are both like almost 2 years behind now. So
it could have maybe been like personnel from there. We were like subcontracted out by TPCI to assist, but like maybe not like them proper.
I should ask my friend Henry, because he worked both of those events. His company was hired to staff those. I'll reach out to him real quick, and maybe we'll get a response on before the show's over.
some live info updates. But I think overall it's hopefully there is some better handling in the future, but I think for now we're just we're where we are, and I don't think anyone can really like do anything other than either you go or you don't go, and that's about it.
Yeah,
So-
it's like the best thing you can do is like you want it to be better, so like you want them to improve.
Mhm.
So you just gotta hope that they do, and if they don't, then it's like you gotta make your voice heard or vote with your wallet type thing.
Yeah. Or
Yep.
both.
Yep. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, let's move on rather quickly to some stuff that's gonna. I want to talk about the cool ones first, the ones that are gonna be a little less negative. So let's begin. I don't know. Maybe these will all be a little negative, but we'll see. There's a lot of new collabs happening from Pokemon from TPCI this year. Let's start with the Adidas one because I'm really stoked about that.
Sure. Yeah.
It's also a little strange. So, this is coming to us from Soul Retriever. Yeah, soulretriever.com. This article is titled Catch 'em All. Adidas is dropping a Pokemon collection in 2026 for 30th anniversary. Published on November 5th of last year. So it's not brand new news, but it's still important. Written by Nicholas Vlahos. It's going to be the following pretty much. There's 5 new shoes coming out for this Adidas and Pokemon collab. I believe this is confirmed, by the way. It's written as though these are confirmed, but I don't know. The mock-ups look a little sketchy, but people seem to say that it's true. So basically, we're having... so it says right here, so far Soul Retriever can confirm that there are 5 different sneakers coming as part of the Pokemon X Adidas collection. This includes 4 colorways of the Adidas Superstar and 1 of the Samba OG, each themed after a specific Pokemon. 2 of the 4 Superstars are done in colors to honor the most recognizable character from the franchise, Pikachu, while the other 2 also feature well-known characters Charmeleon and Charmander. The color palette mimics the look of each Pokemon and contains portraits of the respective character on the tongue and tag and heel. Charmander's pair even features the 3 stripes on fire. And then the Samba OG is going to be Mewtwo, which is really exciting. Lavender appearance, the lavender appearance of Mewtwo is directly applied onto the 50s soccer shoe. Mewtwo's portrait found on the tongue tag, and a Psystrike energy attack represented on the hang tag. This is going to be released on September 2026 through Adidas and select retailers and online and in store. The Superstars and Samba will each retail for $110. Zach, I feel like in the sneaker mindset a little bit. What are your thoughts on these?
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the Superstar silhouette. Like I know they're like the iconic like shell toe Adidas shoes. But like they're pretty cool. Like if you're into that sort of thing, they're pretty neat. The colorways are super interesting. The hang tags are really neat.
Yeah.
I like the Samba though. The Samba is probably one of my favorite Adidas silhouettes. Unfortunately, it's Mewtwo, which is like maybe the Pokemon I'm interested in the least out of all of these.
Less than Charmeleon?
I like Charmeleon. I would be more interested in Charmeleon than Charmander, as a matter of fact.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Like if you mess with shoes and you mess with Pokemon, it's kind of a slam dunk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree. Largely. Yeah. Johnny, let's get you on the record talking about these. What are your thoughts on these?
I've never really been a huge fan of Adidas in terms of like the profile and stuff. I don't know. It's something about it. I think the shell toe just has always been not a big draw for me. But like I'm also I'm a Converse and like Vans fan, so I have to. I mean, shoot, I just found out that Vans discontinued the eras like a few years ago.
What?
And I didn't know because I just hadn't bought any new pairs recently, and so it's really disappointing because I'm stuck on like buying Authentics now, which is like fine, but I like the eras over the Authentics. I've always liked eras over Authentics. Anyway,
way more comfortable. Yeah. I liked the cushioning.
Mm-hmm. Right, the cushioning and the fact that like Authentics. I grew up with like Authentics like tearing up my heel. So
I was gonna say Authentics will tear up your feet like nothing else.
You have to wear like some longer socks for the first like few weeks of those before. But yeah, no, I like these. I like the designs. Honestly, the colorways are actually pretty cool. I like these like yellow Superstars because they have like the Pikachu ears on them.
I was just gonna say that. I love the ears.
Yeah. And then like I do agree. I really like the Charmeleon one because I will admit, while I don't necessarily like Adidas, I am a sucker for like a classic like red and white shoe.
Yeah.
If you like it's a very like Americana, 90s sort of look, right? Is like the red sneaker, the blue jeans, and white t-shirt, red t-shirt, something like that.
Dude,
like that's
yeah.
all, it's a classic look. It's a look that any kid who's grown up in the 80s or 90s, like born in the 80s or 90s and just like grown up through that, kind of knows. So
White shirt, blue jeans, red chucks.
Yep, exactly.
You can't go wrong.
It's classic, and I know it dates before that, obviously,
Sure.
but it is a cool look. I think overall these are fine though. Like the sneakerheads are going to go for them first. The sneakerhead Pokemon crossover is going to be absurd, I'm sure. I mean, there's already like the stories out there about the fact that like the sneakerhead community came to the Pokemon community because the sneaker community kind of collapsed on itself a little bit, and they started scalping Pokemon cards instead of shoes. So we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, this is like a scalper all-star crossover where it's like
Right.
sneakerheads versus Pokemon fans.
Oh
I
man,
cannot lie. I might partake, because here's the thing, right? I'm gonna buy a pair of these if I can. I'm gonna get a pair of these, and then I'm gonna pay off my car because
no, that's how you do that. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna save the money so that I can pay off my car, or just like really make this show do really well. Like I'll pay for like Riverside Premium for the year.
Right.
It's just crazy.
They're listing these on this mock-up that the info has, that Soul Retriever has, is like the retail price is going to be 110 for these, right?
Yeah. Which is standard. Shell toes are about $100 right now.
Yeah, like it fits within this with the standard of it, but I guarantee you that these will be bought out very quickly, and Adidas may very well go into like the mindset of, oh, well, we'll release the next run at a higher price. We'll put them up to 150.
I don't know that that's
see
true.
how that works.
I'll push back on that a little bit, because I think historically,
Okay.
aside from inflation, Adidas has been pretty consistent with their prices throughout the years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big Adidas fan, actually. So like, their prices have been pretty consistent as far as I can tell for probably a decade or two, minus like adjusted for inflation, of course, but they don't seem to like really hike up their prices just for collabs. All of their stuff is like, if you're going in for an Adidas collab, unless there's like a tertiary factor, they're gonna stay largely the same. You're paying like a $10 collab fee for licensing, because they have to license out the products. And maybe in other collabs they've been like other like little fees, but I don't know. I'll actually look it up right now, because I think, as far as I can tell, here we go, 20 like biggest Adidas collabs in the last 5 years, right? I remember seeing a lot of these, and they were all around like the around the retail price of the shoe plus a like licensing fee.
Okay. You know what then? Yeah, absolutely. I genuinely hope that they don't jack prices then on that retail end, but these are going to be like impossible to get if you don't get them retail. So
I think their idea is like, they know it's going to go fast, so it's like they don't need to like sell them for a lot, because they know there's no way they're going to hang on to overstock or whatever. Like, it's going to go. It's all going to move like almost immediately.
Yeah, there's no risk of holding on to product. I actually kind of want to talk about these real quick, just because there's a couple cool things. I want to get my thoughts in on the actual shoes themselves. I really dig the Mewtwo a lot. I just think I like that silhouette for that shoe a lot. I think the all yellow superstars with the Pikachu look good with the ears, like you said. But I think what's really cool about the Charmeleon ones, and I've warmed up on those a little bit. First of all, it's a little strange that we're putting Charmeleon on the team instead of like Bulbasaur or Squirtle. Like, why give us two Pikachu shoes? Give us one Pikachu and no Charmeleon, no second Pikachu. Give us Bulbasaur and Squirtle. So that's a little odd to me. Like, if you're gonna go the route of like, oh, here's more Gen 1 stuff, then at least give us a little more variety. But one thing I do love about the Charmeleon ones is the stripes on the side are like those claw marks,
It's
Which
it's like
I
it's nails or whatever.
yeah. Well, and I love that because the most iconic move for Charmeleon is Metal Claw. Like
Yeah.
you don't think about it until
Mhm.
you hear that, but like that's what makes Charmeleon strong early game is like when you around the time you're getting Charmeleon, you're getting Metal Claw and you're smoking Brock's gym because you've got Metal Claw.
Yeah,
Metal
and
Claw,
like
Gen
in like
3,
the
like
GBA remakes or whatever, it's like the only
Mhm.
way you beat Brock with Charmander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. But yeah, interesting shoes. I'll try to get a pair. We'll see. Probably not going to happen, but I don't know. I really hope I'm able to get a pair. If you had to get one pair of these, which one are you leaning towards?
Ooh. I would say I would go for oh man, it's tough. Probably the black and white Pikachu superstars.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I
think
was thinking
those
too, just
are-
because those just look like regular shoes. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
With a Pikachu
At the
tail
end
on
of the
them.
day,
Yeah.
yeah. I think I was looking at the mock-ups. It's hard to tell, but I think the Pikachu tail, the way it's shown, it looks like it's I see I can't confirm it because like it's obviously like pixelated and these are just mock-ups, but it looks almost like it's like a charm. Like if you
It
if you
is.
It is.
in that image. Okay, yeah.
It's a charm you hang from the
That's
shoe.
how the Psy Strike is on
That's really
on
cool.
Mewtwo as well.
Yeah. That's really cool. I like that. Yeah, I would do those. I'd do those.
I can get that. I would if I try to get one, it's either those or the Charmeleons. I think those are both really solid shoes. I like Sheltos. I think they're great.
Yeah, that's fair. I think the Charmander is actually really, really cool too. I do like the stripes being like the flames and the fact that like
he's breathing them on the
Charmander's
shoe. You can see it. Oh,
yeah,
cool.
he's breathing out the flames. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
very
that's
nice.
like, the coolest part.
Also,
So
amazing orange and beige combo. If it wasn't for, I think the stripes are a little gratuitous, but if it wasn't for that, I think those would be a good runner-up for me. Pardon the pun.
that's fair.
Awesome. Excellent. Very cool. Anything else on this before we move on to the next thing?
None. They should have done Gengar.
Oh, another. Listen, we're gonna talk about some more of these collabs. They could have done Gengar. They could have done Eevee.
Oh yeah, like a nice pair of Eevee colored campuses would have been awesome.
Ooh, yeah.
So take notes, Adidas.
Please
Get my boy in there.
Oh yeah, your boy. Yeah, man, that'd be crazy. Or even like I'm surprised they didn't go for like it's been a big year for like Umbreon, Espeon type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I feel like evolutions are like a free way to just get people's money when it comes to shoes.
Almost always.
I mean, since you mentioned evolutions,
Secret Lab
and Gengar, in fact.
Yeah, both of those, as a matter of fact. So Secret Lab, known for their chairs, are releasing 3 brand new gaming chairs in a collaboration with Pokemon for the 30th anniversary, and they are, the usual suspects. It's Pikachu, Gengar, and Eevee. These chairs look gorgeous. I am astonished. Yes. Of course, Secret Lab has really high quality stuff. I've never used one of their chairs, but I've seen them. I've sat in them briefly. These are excellent chairs. The Pikachu one has, on the back, it's just Pikachu sitting there on a yellow background, and then the wings of the chair have like a black background, and then the outline of Pikachu, like the line art coming through, is like negative space, and there's a gradient in that line art of like orange to yellow. It looks really, really good. These look exceptional quality. The Gengar one is similar, but the Gengar's on a black background, and then it's like Ghastlies and Haunters in the outline on a black to purple gradient. And then the Eevee one is like this really pleasing beige, brownish peach almost color. And then the wings are white and has the outlines of all the evolutions in their respective colors. So like Leafeon's a little green outline, Jolteon's yellow. That one's really, really cute. These are all stunning chairs. Obviously, Secret Lab is known for their quality. And I'm trying to see what their prices are going to be like. Where are they? Okay, so they're selling for $684 for their selling price, which is not so bad for their products. A little, I mean, it's a lot, but it's a high quality chair. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Johnny, we'll go to you first.
I mean, they look great. I would love to, spend the money on like a chair like this, but like these are also like there's a lot like these their chairs, Secret Lab chairs, always go for a lot. So you have to. It is an investment and a half to like spend some money on these things.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, like, it's always cool to see a collab like that. It's looking like the price points for the chairs are, what is that? Probably like $100 more than their standard price point. So I get that, $100 extra to sell for like the Pokemon name brand. I like the designs too. Yeah, exactly. I do like the designs. I actually really like with the Gengar one. They got, if you're looking at the patterns on them, they put in these little things to kind of show up like the typing almost. So it's like on the back you can see Gengar. Mm-hmm. And they've got like this wispy thing, I think, for ghost type, and kind of like a skull with like a little kind of splatter mark around it, I think, to kind of show off the poison typing. I like that they did that, like that they were like, oh, we're showing both types for Gengar, because people are always like, oh, Gengar ghost type, and it's like, oh, it's ghost poison. Like,
I did forget he's a poison type.
That's why he's a dark type in the TCG.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, people don't realize that.
Yeah, he's always been a poison type, and even though like poison is secondary for Gengar, I think I like to see that representation for Pokemon, because I think like, yeah, just people kind of are like, it's like, oh yeah, ghost type, no, like get both in there, get both.
Put some respect on his name.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Bro can sludge bomb. All right.
True.
Famously,
yes.
I remember when fairy types were first revealed, they were like, oh shit, Gengar has to do sludge bomb now. Like,
yeah.
It's non-negotiable for his moveset in VGC or whatever. They're like, he has to sludge bomb now.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah,
very interesting.
They're cool.
These are nice. I'll definitely not be getting one of these, but I would love to be able to get. I would love to be able to get the Eevee one. That just looks so cute and comfy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I need a new chair, anyways. This one like has, it's like the leather's cracking on it, and it doesn't like raise or lower anymore. And I'm scared that it's gonna the gas is just gonna explode and stab me in the butt one day. Not exciting as a prospect. So.
I didn't actually get a good look at it. Is it like the racing style bucket seat chair where it has like the things like this on the side?
Yeah, those,
now that
those
I'm looking
little
at
rings.
it again, yes, it does.
Yeah,
I'm always hesitant about these chairs because one time I bought one when COVID was happening, and I had like all that extra like stimulus check money, and not to brag, okay, on this podcast, but my butt was a little too big for it. So like I had to give it to my little sister because I just couldn't fit in it. It like hurt to sit in. So I'm like always like super hesitant about like bucket seat style chairs now.
Yeah, my thighs are a little too big for this one as well. So I'm right there with you. I'm on the large derriere side of things. It's I'm well endowed in that regard. So I'm with you. I also probably wouldn't go for that kind of drop seat anyhow, but I don't know. I just need a new chair so bad. This one's tearing me up. Yeah, I do love that Eevee design. I wish we could get it for less than $1 bajillion. You know what's astonishing is that these are almost the same price as the Lego set.
Are you serious? I never looked at the price for the Lego set.
Oh my goodness. Let's get into that. Let's move on from the lab chairs, the Secret Lab chairs. The new Pokemon set, it's only a little cheaper. So if you have been living under a rock somehow, oh man. Lego and Pokemon are officially collaborating. Finally. There are 3 sets in their line that are 2 of them are already available for pre-order. There's an Eevee at $59.99, a Pikachu and Pokeball set at $199.99, and then a Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise set at $649. Hold on, yes, $649.99. Wow,
dude, you could just buy a PS5.
Yeah, you could buy a PS5 now. You could buy it like, oh gosh.
You could buy like a not on sale PS5 for that money.
Wait, hold on. How much is the PS5 Pro now?
With the disc drive, probably.
You could you could pass up on this entire line and get a PS5 Pro with the disc drive.
Insane.
Yeah. So here's the question, right?
Yeah.
Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise Lego kit, or Venerator class warship Lego kit?
The Venerator, because it doesn't look like
Oh my
garbage.
god. Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, Lego, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you real quick. These things look kind of cursed.
That's the biggest thing, is that people were comparing specifically the Pikachu to, I'll try to put it in the chat real quick.
Oh, is it that?
Mega Constructs made a Pikachu.
Okay, yeah. I was like, is it?
Oh, yeah.
It's the one, it's got it like running on a treadmill. It's got like an action to it. And it looks the silhouette of it is way better. It's actually kind of embarrassing.
Oh my god, yeah.
How bad the silhouette of the current Pikachu looks. I mean, it's really rough looking. Here it is. Sorry, Mega Blocks. No, they're still Mega Constructs at this point.
Yeah,
but-
there's a Mega Block one that I just saw. Oh my god. Oh, this is horrible.
Yeah.
And then you look at this Pikachu, and it's got these weird proportions on its face. Like, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm jaded, but like, I'm very over. For a lot of reasons, I think this is kind of gross. Let's start with the elephant in the room, right? The Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise set should have been 3 individual sets. And they should have been way cheaper and way fewer pieces. Like, this is so gratuitous. I can't even imagine dropping almost $700 on a Lego set for these guys. Like, they look great. Obviously, like, that one actually does look okay. I think the Venusaur is a little ugly, but that's just Venusaur's thing, okay? Be nice to him. Like, they look fine, but it is so much. And it's just, it feels wasteful. Because for a lot of reasons, this set, no one was asking for. I mean, people were like, give us Lego Pokemon, but they weren't like, give us the most expensive Pokemon, like, Lego set in recent history.
Right. Yeah.
As the entry to even get in here. And of course, like, it's all Gen 1 slop, you know? Like, all Kanto stuff, you know, nothing new or interesting. Not even like a Lego set depicting like a Pokemon battle. I would love personally for this, and then I'll kick it off to you guys as well in a second. Sorry, I've been rambling for a while. Like,
no, you're good.
My ideal set for this kind of thing would be like, get like minifigures and then miniature brick built Pokemon to depict like a battle between like a Gyarados and like an Ivysaur or something, or I don't know, just something where you can use like Lego elements to depict like the move, like a simple Lego element to depict a move being used, and not have just this gigantic, I don't know, really bombastic looking stuff that doesn't even look that good. So like, make smaller brick built Pokemon, make them have like little battles, and then sell the set for like $60.
Yeah.
I'd pay $80 for a decent brick built battlefield. You know what I mean? But Zach, let me hear from you on this stuff, because you seem pretty shocked about the price point.
Yeah, Lego is tricky because like all their stuff is always pretty expensive. Like, they're kind of unique in that like they are very based in like their country of origin, if I remember correctly. So like things are like a little different about like how they produce versus manufacture items compared to like other toy companies. But it's also like, man, they just don't look good. No. Like, I think there are design elements that they fundamentally made a choice on that was kind of baffling, to where like, I guess it's like fine if you you're okay with them kind of looking like robot automata of Pokemon, but
yeah,
I think there's like ways that they could have done it to where it actually like looked more authentic to like the actual design of the characters. And then also like what you said about like the variety of what they are, like these are kind of like like you can buy like a model kit, right, from like places like Barnes and Noble nowadays that are less expensive but effectively do the same thing and look better
Right.
than this, which it's just mostly just like selling you the Lego name or like the idea of like Lego toys and like the legacy of Lego going for it, which is all well and good because like I think Legos are sick anyway, but
Yeah.
like I don't know, it's like a complicated thing. The EV though looks fantastic. EV is perfect.
I think its face is a little flat, but other than that, it does look very good.
Yeah. I think that's almost like why it's the best looking one though, is that like they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
try to like three dimensionize the features of EV to be Lego brick pieces that make them look like robot versions. Like you don't need a brick to be Pikachu's red cheek. You know what I mean?
Yeah, certainly
Yeah.
not.
You don't need a brick to be Ivy or to be Venusaur's eyeballs.
Yeah, I think that like pretty much encompasses exactly the issue with these, right? Is like they kind of miss out on like what's making some of these, you know, look good. It's I don't know, man. It is there's Lego does such a good job with like some sets too. They are fantastic with like some of their model kits that are supposed to be, you know, like cityscapes and things like that, with making everything look so clean and the like everything just looks good. You know, designs are on point. And then here I'm looking at like this Charizard Venusaur Blastoise one, and it's just like, I don't know, the Blastoise, like the waves under Blastoise just look kind of sloppy. The magma that's supposed to be running down this little like spire that Charizard's above looks kind of sloppy, you know, like it's just like I feel like there were better ways to do this.
Yeah.
And they're like they just went for the cash grab rather than trying to, I think, capture what, you know, makes these what would make these look, you know, fantastic. Like and it's little things. Like I'm looking at like Blastoise hands and they just look like, I don't know. It's just like little claws on the end of like a stubby hand. It's like, no, do the stubby hand itself, you know?
I think there's like something to be said about Lego and like how well they do adapt properties to Lego, like how they have historically, like how they done with things like Star Wars and Harry Potter and stuff like that. And I do like commend them for like taking the shot, but I think like we've hit something with Pokemon where it's like maybe Pokemon just fundamentally doesn't translate well to Lego.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I disagree. So I like all it takes is looking at some like they're called mocks, my own creations, in like Lego communities. And there's people who make Charizards and Blastoises and Venusaurs that look exceptional. And even like I think what the problem is with this lineup is that they're very, what's the word? It's a design language issue, right? So you think about the example you gave was Lego Star Wars, right? When you go to a Lego Star Wars set, let me duplicate this tab and look at the Star Wars stuff. You see though all these exposed studs. You see things put into the design language of Lego. You see things with studs on them. You see things that have angles that look, okay, that's not the exact angle, but we're dealing with Lego bricks, so it doesn't have to be one for one. You think, like, even looking at some of the stuff that's like a little higher end, including like their 18 plus stuff, you get sets like, I'm looking at this R2-D2, and it's like a little closer to looking like R2-D2, but also a little closer to looking like Lego. But the problem with these Pokemon sets is they look like the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics.
Yeah, I was just about to say, they look like a little like an amusement park animatronic.
These all look like Toy Chica, and it's gross.
Yeah. No, I think that, like I think that hits it perfectly, and it's just
I think if they had just done it, they did way too much effort to try and make it all look smooth and look like the exact shape of the Pokemon. It should have been an effort to make it look like Legos still, and not just a figurine of Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur, because they look terrible as exact figurines and they don't look anything like Legos.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop a picture here real quick for you guys in our Discord to take
Yeah.
a look at, because when I was also like looking at this stuff with the Lego kits, this came up, and this is like a 2-week old Reddit post.
Yes.
But like one of the top comments, someone had posted this and said like, oh, who did it in the Pokemon subreddit? Who did it better, Lego or Mega Bloks?
Yeah.
And then someone in the comments puts the Nano Block Pikachu there.
Yeah.
Nano Block Pikachu is like the perfect example of like kind of that simplified version, right?
Yeah.
It's very clearly like the Nano Block, you know, building design and everything. It's very clearly not a very smooth, you know, cartoony looking Pikachu, but I think where it makes up for that is the fact that like the block design lends itself to the pixel style that Pokemon is kind of known for from the get-go, right?
Yeah.
This is a sprite Pikachu done up as a, you know, model build kit design, and it looks great because of that. And it's like they could have even leaned into that, you know, and I think people would have enjoyed this more. I think I would have enjoyed this more, you know.
Yeah.
But jeez, yeah.
Oh yeah, this Torterra looks sick. This thing's sick.
That's not an official set. I dropped something in our Discord that's a mock of a Lego Torterra. So like that's just another thing where I'm like, oh no, like you can do Lego Pokemon well. Somebody did a Lego Mega Charizard X and it looks awesome. I think again, it's just that they fundamentally misunderstood that they were making Lego sets and not action figures.
Well, maybe that's what it is. It's like they did it to be a displayable figurine type thing, whereas like maybe if they just did like an independent set like this Torterra, where it's like this is a Venusaur, it would have worked better probably.
Yeah. Well, and then you can also
like expanded the ability and the scale to like actually make pieces work better than like miniaturizing here.
Yeah. Well, and you could have used fewer pieces and kept the price point more accessible, because ultimately my biggest gripe with this is, and obviously like we're griping on the Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise because it's the most egregious one. I think Eevee and Pikachu are the same to an extent. The most egregious part of all this is that they're completely inaccessible for children, which should be the primary market for this product.
Yeah.
We're talking about
100%.
Pokemon Legos, dude. That's like that's the two biggest things for kids. What are we doing having an almost $700 Lego set of Pokemon characters, dude?
Well, and I think that's like the most telling bit, right? Is it's like it's very clearly aimed at like an adult cash grab, right? It's nostalgia bait cash grab, and that's really the focus of it.
Did you guys see the ad for it when it dropped?
I did not.
Oh my gosh. It's the most like, it shows all these like cringe millennials. Getting like who are like, adulting is hard, and then like they see like the release for Pokemon and they're like, oh my god, and one of them like almost basically says like, oh, rent can wait, I have to get this Pokemon set.
God,
it's like,
dude, come on,
gross. Yeah, that's gross.
It's really out of touch, and really,
that's just the selling point right there, right? That is case in point exactly who the market is.
It's very cringe millennial.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even look good. It's so sad, man, because I was so hyped for this to finally get an official Lego collab, and they're like, what if we made it like action figures? It's like, no, dude, the last time you made good action figures was the first wave of Bionicle. Stop it.
Bionicle did rock though. That shit was awesome.
Bionicles, like that's.
You can't see them on there. I have my shelf for them.
Yeah, like honestly, they would have been cool if they had actually just made Bionicle like Pokemon.
I think
that's almost my beef with it though. Is the Pikachu one looks kind of Bionicle-y.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
like it looks super like Lego Technic. Like you remember the Technic line?
The Technic.
That's like my beef with it. It's like
they made an Eevee Slicer. Like
you know what I mean? It looks like weird and sciencey. Like, dude, no, that's Pikachu. Like, come on.
Just make it look more like Legos and sell them for $10. You don't have to have like the Pokeball opening up and shooting out the beam. You don't need that. You don't need a display stand.
It's molded plastic. It should not be that expensive.
You do need the interchangeable genders for the Pikachu. That is a mandatory feature.
That's huge. Yeah.
But the rest can wait, man. I don't care. Like I don't need an ugly Pikachu and a cubic Pokeball and like this gratuitous display stand. Just give me a decently built Pikachu for $50 and let me play with him. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's too smooth. It's too gross. It's too Toy Chica. And it's too expensive. And I want kids to be able to play with Legos and Pokemon. Like, they're getting to a point where they're like gatekeeping kids so much that like they're doing so much in an effort to appeal to millennials and people like that they're going to lose their core audience, which is going to be children, because they're not going to grow they're not going to have any more future nostalgia, because kids in the modern day are not going to have memories with these toys.
Yeah,
because they're going to be so hard to come by.
I think that's pretty spot on, honestly.
Like when I was a kid, not to like, I want to put a really fine point on it and then I'll stop talking about it because I am going on a little long. Like when I was a kid, you could get like a little $6 Aqua Raiders set that had like very little going on total, but it had like a little ship that you could float around, and a little anglerfish and like a little treasure chest, and that's all I needed. And it was super cheap, and it provided all the elements I needed to play with it and have fun. And like I still remember that set to this day, and it was awesome.
Yeah, no,
like,
that's so valid.
I don't need.
I do miss the Aqua Raiders lines; those were cool.
They were goated.
It was a fun little niche line.
Then like Exoforce. Exoforce was my go.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Exoforce
Lego does Gundam. Yeah, like no, that stuff was cool.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know, man. Anything else on these Lego sets before we move on?
Nah.
All right.
No. It's time to start dogging something else instead.
Yeah, this is a very negative episode, I'm noticing. But it's okay. It's good to have constructive feedback. Let's talk about God almighty. No. It's more Gen 1 garbage! Leave me alone!
I was just about to say, once it pulled up, I was like, no, it's more KANTO-Slop, pretty much.
Oh
it's like God. The first 3 entries are all Charizards.
That's the name of the episode, is KANTO-Slop. All right, so
like all the other stuff, Corbin Hostler cannot leave Gen 1 alone.
Oh my goodness. All right, this week, the biggest price spikes in Pokemon this week. This is as of 2 days ago, January 22nd, 2026, coming to you via tcgplayer.com, written by Corbin Hostler. This is exhausting. This is exhausting.
Charizard out.
Yeah, never count out a Charizard. And once again, he just can't stop lying. Because Corbin writes, oh, here's this huge price spike, and it's like, this is a $30 jump. So first up is Mega Charizard X 125, the SIR from Phantasmal Flames. We jumped up from, what is this, 560 to 594? I don't know, man.
I think like, I don't know. Yeah, I think I don't know if he's like talking about like the upward trend from the holiday time up to now, because like, yeah, like he points out like, you know, Charizard when it first released, you know, was like, oh, well, it was, you know, doing like 900s or 800s or 700s. And then it like went down to, you know, all the way. He says here, like as low to a low 390 around Christmas. And then it's like, oh, well, now it's back up, you know? So now
I guess if you're going from like,
580.
If you're going from Christmas to now, it's jumped up a bit, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
To me, that's not a price spike though. Like, I mean, again,
that's just the market.
Yeah. Market again, it's market trends. This isn't.
By the way,
price.
I want to clarify again. We should start doing this at the beginning of this segment every single time. This is not financial advice. We're not that kind of channel. And if you're a scalper, get out of my game. I don't want you here. Get off my podcast. Also, leave. Yeah.
I will
Zach,
say.
What do you think about this Mega Charizard X?
I mean, it's like fine.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I don't really think, well, I mean, the art is like fantastic from like a technical standpoint, but it's just not my speed.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I think the coolest part about
it's $500.
Yeah, I think the coolest part about it is that it has the Charmeleon and the Charmander on it.
That's like the coolest stuff about the megas in general. Like, I think like evolving megas are really cool, that like the illustration rares and the full arts show the whole evolution line. I always thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Another Charizard. This is the one from Celebrations, the classic collection.
Yeah.
So it's the Pikachu 25 stamped Charizard.
Oh boy.
Which actually has jumped up a little bit. It's now sitting. It went from like, oh well, maybe not that much. Good grief. I guess the point that Corbin is going from is like this. Oh, one of my lights died. I thought the power went out for a second. I was like, what's happening? It wouldn't though, because the storm's not even here yet. It went from like 128 or maybe like in December 110 to about 152 now. The current market price is 151.81.
Yeah.
So a little jump there, but again, I think that's just market trends.
Climbing, but
yeah, definitely still going up a little bit, but I don't know. It's a Charizard. It's the original one.
It's just the guy with the stamp on it. Everybody wants the guy.
Everybody wants the guy, and there's another one. God Almighty! There's another Charizard.
This is the least interesting one. This is just some rando.
This is the
like he's not recent. He's not iconic. This is just a dude.
Oh my gosh!
It's not even an SIR. This is just a guy.
This is a full art from Flashfire.
Another Charizard has hit the art of
Another.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, it's Charizard EX from Flashfire. It's the full art ultra rare from 230.66 to around 250 now. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
I don't even care.
The worst part about that little bit of the spike, right, is like it was at that price before it dipped to the price that it just spiked from.
Yeah,
more of a rebound than a spike, really.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is like a change. This is literally a 1 month change. As like it was up to a certain point, and then it had a $20 dip, and then it came back up.
Yeah,
come on, man. Corbin, please. We've been begging you for months now.
Where are the people with real data? TCG player, I need you to reach out to us and give me backdoor API access so that I can
At least Otto set it to be the 1 month instead of 3 months. Like, come on.
Yeah. Let's be serious. You know, have some respect.
Well,
up next is something a little different. At least this is a different Kanto starter and a more interesting card. We're looking
at. This card is actually fucking sick. This card rocks.
This is Delta Species Blastoid from Crystal Guardians. Looking at the Holo Rare, which I'm curious about because it seems the reverse holo is actually way more expensive than the holo foil. And that primary spike came up in, what is this, mid-December, went from like 105 to 180. And then later on, and then like the holo foil was plateaued for a little bit, and then it jumped up a little from 94 to 146 more recently. So that's curious to me.
Were they still doing like mirror for reverse holos at this time?
I think so.
That's probably why more, just because it's like the whole thing is holo instead of just the picture.
Yeah.
This dude looks like he's this guy looks like he's like your hard D in the paint. Like this is your boy to like block shots at the rim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Big Man Blastoise, actually. He's fighting type and everything.
He looks like that dude on those old And1 t-shirts that's just like, you can't guard me or whatever.
And1 t-shirt. No, you're right, though. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
That's crazy. This is Big Man Blastoise. I love this card. This whips. Yeah.
This is cool.
He's got the Halo Blamite crystals around him.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is a call to TPCI to once again bring back Delta Species.
What do you mean? We had the Terra typings. That's the same thing, right?
It's
sure, the same thing.
It's close enough.
Sure.
They should bring back Holon cast form though. Bring back like Pokemon that are energy cards.
Yeah.
That's what we really need.
It'd be very cool.
Yeah.
And then this is another choice. Also from Delta Species. This is from Delta Species to Holo Rare Vaporeon Delta. So, now I'm confused about the price data.
Yeah, is this supposed to be a spikes thing?
So
it's more like This is
Zach, I
more like
forget
a $120 tank.
This is Zach. I think isn't this the first time we've had you on this segment?
I did one other one.
Okay, yeah. So every time we do this article, we always trash Corbin Hostler because there's
I've
always
noticed,
at least
this went from being like an earnest like segment into being like, holy shit, this guy sucks.
it always devolves into this because there's always a graph that's completely antithetical to the title of the article, and that's why part of the beef we have with him. It is still an earnest segment. Like, I mean, I'm trying to give out as much financial data as I can reasonably about him. But speaking of which, Vaporeon Delta species, the Hollow Rare, where he's like a water and steel type. This is not a spike at all, of course. The Hollow Foil is plateauing. It went from like 89 to 98. But the reverse Hollow went from about $200, plummeting down to $99. So literally like $100 drop.
It's so funny.
Okay.
What's going on?
I've got a gripe here, and it's not about Corbin. This is actually, this might be, I don't know who controls this.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to scroll up and look at the Blastoise Delta species graph for a minute, and look at the line colors as they translate to what they mark, right?
Yeah.
The blue line is for holofoil, and the green line is for reverse holofoil.
Oh, it's reversed on the Vaporeon. That's gross.
Is it really? Holy moly.
Why?
What the heck? Yo, TCG player, get it together.
Controllable stuff. This is controllable. This is literally coding. This is some basic coding.
All right, I have to move on from this card. The market price for Vaporeon Delta species of Reverse Hollow is now $98. Pick it up if you want it.
Holy moly.
Good God. This is why we're crashing out every episode that we do this segment, by the way, is because it's always this.
It's deserved. It's so deserved. This is not like this. I don't know. I don't think Corbin controls this. I think this is like on TCG
player stuff for sure. But good grief.
Oh yeah, it's basic stuff, man. It's basic stuff, and you run the website. Like, come on.
Yeah, this isn't someone else's website. All right, let's move on. Lost Origin is also really big this week. Giratina V, the Lost Origin Ultra Rare, the full art by, is that Shinji Kanda? No, that's or is it?
Yeah, it's a Kanda art.
Yeah, it's a
Kanda art.
Okay, I thought it was Shinji Kanda or somebody else. But Lost Origin Giratina V, the OG like big whale card in the modern era, went up quite a substantial amount. Actually, this is actually the most earnest piece on the article. Is this one? It jumped from $591 to about $656, sitting comfortably at $659 now as a market price. Pretty good. Yeah. I mean, this card has held its price for a long, long time.
Well, and it's a significant rebound from like what it was earlier this year, where it was kind of at the same price point and then made a dip kind of towards the beginning of October.
Yep.
So, you know, it's kind of cool to see it like climb back up a little bit.
If you got one of these in like the June to August stretch, you're eating good right now.
Oh yeah.
It was definitely. Really, it was like $490, $500. So you're doing
that's probably
well.
Going to keep climbing at some point, you know.
Yeah, because Lost Origin is getting harder and harder to come by. It's just gonna keep going up. So I love this card. Zach, you have any thoughts on this Giratina?
Every time I see this Giratina, I think of you know, the guy that would complain to you that he bricked at table like 718 at a regional. He always had 3 of these in his Lost Tina deck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Oh man.
Jeez, man. Continuing on, there's another Lost Origin card. I'm really curious about the wordage of this because Corbin writes, this is a really cool... So this is Aerodactyl V from Lost Origin, the ultra rare SIR or whatever. And Corbin starts this part of the article saying, this is a really cool piece of artwork featuring Aerodactyl. And it's off... It too is off to... Whoa! This article reads the following. It too is off to Hot 2026. Proofread your article, please.
Oh my goodness.
That did psychic damage to me. Oh my god.
It reminded me, like, on Twitter recently, they were like, people talking about, like, the best bit in Arrested Development was when they would just remove an article from the sentence. So they'd be like, read Banner, Michael. Read Banner, Michael.
Oh my god.
Oh god. I guess this is like a. I guess this is a price spike also. Sorry, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Johnny.
I was gonna say that it's for me. That's like the Always Sunny bit with Charlie writing the script for Dennis to run for mayor, and
yeah,
I lead power. Yeah. Good. This doesn't even make any sense. Like, that's just for me. That's how that reads. Honestly.
Oh yeah. Man. Wow. But yeah, apparently this card was $130 a couple weeks ago, and now it's $148. I guess that's a big price spike. Is that really the biggest price spike this week?
An $18 price spike. Let's go.
$18? You don't have anything bigger? Even percentage-wise? Because like these are maybe big dollar amounts, but I feel like we should be doing percent for these articles. Yeah. Maybe I'm out of touch.
Yeah.
Because then look at this. Ancient Mew is the next article. Oh my god. It's the old Ancient Mew promo that's completely illegible unless you have a cipher. It jumped up a whopping $7 from $84.52 to $92.90 in the span of about a week. It's Ancient Mew, man.
Yeah, man, I guess. Cool.
And Corbin like notates that it was like $40 a year ago today. It spikes Corbin, this week, man. This week. Give me a real price spike. Like, what are we doing? Get real. I guess this Ditto from HS Triumphant is okay, credit to Corbin for including this one. This is a quick little $10, almost 100% price spike. This HS Triumphant Ditto the normal one is plateaued entirely. The reverse holo went from about $16.49 to $26.93. So if you have one of these laying around for some reason, you're doing well. Oh my god!
Hey, at least they got the graph colors correct.
I will never understand collectors' fascination with reverse holos. Like particularly, they're always more expensive.
Shiny.
Yeah. I guess, shiny. Man. I guess.
Shiny good. Shiny more rare.
I don't know.
I guarantee you, it's collectors who are just like, oh, shiny more rare.
Shiny more rare. Yeah.
Shiny more rare.
Speaking of shiny more rare and the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your freaking life. Let's talk about this last one. And then I need to move on or I'm gonna have an aneurysm. The double stamped Spiritomb promo from Pokeween 2025 with the Pikachu stamp in the corner and then the Play Pokemon stamp in the background has I guess it was $3 a month ago. It's $24 now or $12. I can't even tell. Show me the price graph.
It's 12.
It is. Okay, yeah. So it's
this one also for some reason on the page. This one started on the details tab, by the way, when you load the page and not the price.
I know
graph.
It's like you have to actually push the button, dude.
Crazy.
This is. I mean, that's on TCG Player, but like
it's a mess all around.
It's a mess. It's still a huge price spike, by the way, on this card. If you have a couple copies of this, which I do, I'm looking to sell them, Johns, because this is.
I wish I had a piece of this thing. It looks cool. It genuinely looks cool.
Yeah, it does. It's pretty nice. Who is that artist?
My personal theory is that TCG Player and Corbin Hostler have seen our podcast episodes at this point, and they are now purposely targeting us with just the worst things that you could do in order to make us crash out.
That'd be killer, though. Yeah. That's engagement.
I hope that's what's happening. I genuinely hope that they are doing this in order to live rent free.
Did I tell you I emailed him? He has yet to reach out back to me because I confronted him about some just blatant misinformation on one of his posts. Never heard back.
I'm starting to think Corbin Hostler isn't real. Corbin Hostler's not a real person.
Corbin Hostler is the
did-
name they gave to the chat bot.
I did click his like little Twitter link, and he has been inactive for 3 years.
I also emailed him though. So, interesting. Let's check his
Like,
Patreon.
This might be a ghostwriter. Like, he might not be real anymore.
Maybe
Yeah,
he's dead.
honestly.
No, he posted something 3 days ago on his
Okay,
on his Patreon.
Okay, yeah.
Interesting.
Well, we're glad you're.
He's
still
got a
with us,
podcast as well called Brainstorm Brewery. This is all magic finance.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Very cool. Brainstorm Brewery, we're calling you out.
Just do whatever we can to tag Corbin in the algorithm.
Come on the show. Talk to me about it. Tell us why you're such a terrible journalist.
Let's
Explain
fight
it to
on
me.
air.
Just explain it to me one time. All right. This sucks. Let's move on. This is actually a very positive thing. Let's move on to, we'll do this regional recap for Toronto and then wrap it up with what we're playing, and then we'll get the heck out of here and move on to the bonus. So this regional recap, we had Toronto, which was actually people dogged on Gaming Gen again because it was apparently a big winter storm up there and it was really crazy. So of course, whatever. But I want to congratulate the following players for the regional before we talk about the weather.
Yeah.
I want to congratulate the following people. So Giovanni Sasso in TCG was playing Jelly Guardy, won Masters. Martin E in Seniors was playing Dusk Pult. Kenji O was playing Pultzard in Juniors. And then when it comes to VGC, we've got Kerry Dortana, who was using... Oh, I had his page up. It looked like a pretty mid-range team from what I could tell. I had it. I swear I had it. Yes. Kerry Dortana was playing an Among Us, Golden Go, Insin, Rapid Urshi, Landorus Incarnate, and Roaring Moon team. And then if we go on to Seniors, we had Juan Mejia, who was playing... Oh, no, this is Phase 2 Swiss Rounds. I lied. Let me go back up to the Juniors and Seniors, because it's on the table of contents. I know it is. Here we go. So Connor P was first place in Seniors, playing the same team, actually. No way. And then Juniors first place was Cameron C on Wellspring, Fluttermane, Chiyu, Rapid Urshi, and then Tornadus Incarnate and Glimora.
Interesting.
So,
yeah, I forgot Glimora is like actually good in this format.
Very good in VGC. It's so astonishing to see how like they have the same like meta differences between divisions that we have. Like there's a lot of Wellspring in Junior Seniors, and then if you go to Masters, it's not near as present.
I think it's just it probably just revolves around the mindset and the play style within like formats, right? Like at a certain level, like juniors probably play either I would assume, I mean, I don't know how like it is with like the like VGC, but I assume based on the way that I see like juniors play, within like a local meta and seniors play within a local meta, but especially juniors are always very like, oh, let me play like this aggro deck, what's the thing I can do to just get like big KOs quick and easy. And so it's always like some kind of like aggro deck, or like occasionally you get like the junior who's like practiced because they've got like family members and stuff, and then they bring like Guardian swamp the aggro decks. But I've actually got the stats. This is also, by the way, coming to us via victoryroad.pro. I'm looking right now. They just have an article for all the Toronto stuff, but the usage ratings were really, really interesting. So for phase 1, you had Fluttermane at 49%, followed by Raging Bolt at 42, Rapid Urshi at 39, Insane at 36, Wellspring at 29, Tornadus Incarnate at 29. Who is that? Landorus at 26, Hearthflame at 25, Chenpao at 19, Rillaboom at 19, Among Us at 16, and Farigiraf at 16. By the way, I love seeing Farigiraf in top. He's a cool guy. And then for phase 2, you've got Rapid Strike Urshi at, is that 51 or 61? 51%, which is a really high number. Like that's
really important to note, that's over half of the room, which is crazy. And then
good conversion.
Yeah, really great conversion. Fluttermane also a killer conversion, going only down to 47. Raging Bolt at 46, another great conversion. Incin, you're always going to see Incin 41%. Landorus and Thunderous both at 30, and then Hearthflame and Wellspring at 27, Rillaboom at 26, Chien-Pao at 22. Single Strike Urshi is at 20.6. I don't know how he got in here. And then Amoonguss at 19.
Crazy.
He converted up like crazy.
And in these regulations of VGC, Urshifu is like the most broken Pokemon.
Yeah.
And the main reason why Rapid Strike is used more than Single Strike is because the multi
Shreds Protect, right? Oh.
Well, it does multi-hits.
Oh,
so
okay.
like things that prevent like Focus Sash and stuff like that, it goes through that pretty much.
Nice.
First, it'll take the Focus Sash to knock it out.
Interesting.
Because you can just you can dodge around Focus Sash by proccing either a hit that doesn't like proccing hits into it and then breaking through once it hits the 1 HP and stuff like that.
Interesting. Very noteworthy.
Yeah.
Very cool tournament. What are our thoughts about these? I mean, we're not super well versed in VGC. At least I'm not. Zach, you seem to be really, at least a lot more knowledgeable than us on VGC.
I follow it mostly casually now, but it looks like it's mostly like balanced teams, like balanced offense and defense teams. Like Goldingo is like a really good balanced Pokemon. Amoonguss is like just good at being annoying.
Yeah.
A lot of these teams look super similar.
I mean,
other than that, it's like just like the usual suspects. It's just like Fluttermane, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Raging Bolt, the Genies. The most interesting list is Justin Tang, my goat, with fucking Reggie Drago. Just a random Reggie Drago on his team.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Well, and then in 6th place, Kylan Von Severin with the Tatsugiri Dondozo package.
Yeah, the Bozos.
Only one in top 16, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's one at 15th as well.
In 11th, Noah Carney ran a Porygon 2 and a Pelipper in that list.
Hold the hell up. 3rd place has an Entei and an Okidogi and a Grimmsnarl.
Wait,
yeah, that's fair.
Dude, VGC meta is so much more interesting than us.
That seems super aggro.
VGC is so much more interesting than TCG.
Well, Grimmsnarl is really good at doing dual screens, like reflected light screens because of Prankster. So it can do that plus Parting Shot plus like I don't know, taunt, or it can use an attack, right?
If you want, you can also set up like
it's gotta be like taunt, right?
You can set up Fairy Terrain as well.
Yeah. So like, I used to love using Grimmsnarl in VGC. Like, it's so much fun to just like set up everything via Prankster and then just like move out with Parting Shot. But like Entei and Okidogi are like kind of crazy. Like those are random dudes.
Yeah. Somebody's just like, I'm just gonna use my dog. My big red.
Pretty much, yeah.
Bro rolled up with Clifford, the big red dog, and said, let's have a good time.
It worked.
Very interesting.
It worked super
Surprised by
well.
the Cresselia, also in 5th place by Aaron Brock.
Oh, yeah. Cresselia is classic.
What he's doing.
That's like this might be a Trick Room team, even. With
I say so. With Ursaluna on there, too.
That might be
a Trick Room team.
That might be a fighting type. Or the dark type Urshifu as well, instead of the Rapid Strike.
Oh yeah, because
it doesn't really tell you.
No, it's Rapid Strike. It's Rapid Strike. You can export it.
It does. Yeah, you can hover over it.
Okay.
That is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Mystic Water, Rapid Strike, Urshi. This is definitely a Trick Room team. Yeah, because Cresselia has Safety Goggles, Trick Room, Lunar Blessing.
Yeah.
Choice Specs, Fluttermane, because of course. Flame Orb, Ursaluna.
Yeah, so this is like a Trick Room team. This is what you would call like a Trick Room team with a fast mode, is what they would say. So like you if you wanted to run Trick Room, you would run like Luna, Amoonguss, Incin, Cress, and then if you needed a fast option, then you would go with Flutter and Urshi.
Interesting.
And then things like Amoonguss and Incin can run in both.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting. Man, I gotta get more into VGC because they have such cool team comps, and they seem so easy to build because clearly I can just if I can just get a Rillaboom, an Incineroar, a Fluttermane, a Rapid Strike Urshi, and then 2 flex slots, I can do well. I feel like.
Oh yeah, if you just had like Ursh, Fluttermane, Incin, Rillaboom, Golden Go, Ogerpon, that's like a good team.
Yeah,
And
which is
that's just
crazy.
In other
that's
words,
the 6 dudes. Yeah.
Yeah,
all you have to play the game. All you have to do is play the game and then the DLC, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Let me just play the game and the
Until
DLC.
Champions comes at least. When Champions comes, it's easy.
The children yearn for Champions. I'm the children.
Oh man!
Congratulations to our winners
Mhm.
and to everyone else. Do better next time.
Also, wanted to shout out to the TCG juniors real quick because that top 8 for juniors. Third place was also Annabelle O. So once again, the siblings absolutely cleaning up together.
True. Another shout out, very warranted, from our area actually, Hunter Hawkins. At what, 24th?
I believe so. Top 32 for Hunter Hawkins.
Yes. No, sorry, 25th with Charizard Noctowl. Congratulations to Hunter Hawkins. This guy is a beast. Do not be surprised when you see him win a regional this season.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude's cracked.
He's so good, it's crazy. I want to get him on the show someday. Maybe I'll reach out to him soon. But just an exceptional player, knows how to play and how to deck build, and how to pick a deck for a format. He's who put me onto Zoroark Control in the first place when he rolled up to Rally's Cup with the double Cornerstone and Ethan Sudowoodo with Luminous. I was like, oh dude, that's he. So yeah, he's congratulations to him as well for an exceptional finish. Looking forward to more results from him. What's up?
For Kinji Ono, the juniors winner, this is actually his first regional win.
Really?
Which is huge for him. Yeah, he's like been very well known in the junior scene for a while, but this is his first win.
Wow.
He's got second a bunch of times, but this is the first time he broke through, so like huge for him.
Wow. Yeah, congratulations. That's really, really cool. Wow.
That's super awesome. Glad to see that.
Anything else about Toronto?
I mean, the biggest thing is that like Pult did really good and Dingo didn't do really good, even though Dingo was like 20% of the room. It's like there was one in top 8, and the next highest one was in like top 64, I think, for Dingo.
Yeah,
it was kind of bananas.
A fraud deck.
Yeah.
And then Pult is just like littered all over the place. Like Jesus H. Like, I guess it's just because so many people played Charizard that like they just got to eat on him all day long.
Yeah.
Because that is like literally the most lopsided matchup in the format is like Dusknoir Pult into Donzard. It's like so hard for the Charizard player to win that matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Man, it's crazy.
Other than that, it's like, you know, Liam Halliburton did really good with Zoroark. Pretty normal stuff.
Yeah. Well, with the bunnies Zoroark too. With
the bunnies, yeah. The 2 Grimmsnarls in Top Cut, which was like kind of surprising because everybody kind of wrote off Grimmsnarl.
Yeah.
Raging Bolt getting second. Pretty cool.
That is astonishing.
Yeah. I don't think anyone was prepped for that.
I counted Raging Bolt out entirely. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, and this is like the weird 4 Crispin Wellspring mask build. That's just like recycling all day long. Yeah.
With the one of Sandy Shocks back in there, like bringing back the Sandy Shocks in for like the mid game XL, you want that kind of like extra energy from the discard. You got it with this guy. I think that's really cool.
It's also one extra really good attacker into Absol Kang, which is already like a free matchup, but like Sandy Shocks plus Crispin or Sandy Shocks plus Sada attach just annihilates a Kangaskhan.
Wow.
Yeah. And then running a Kangaskhan of its own to kind of like leverage a little bit of extra draw, I think is super sick.
Draw cards is good.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
We're going to see Latias and Mega Kangaskhan in so many decks for the foreseeable future.
I think I know like Sandy Shocks is Paradox Rift, so I know it's going away, but I'm starting to think maybe people are kind of counting Raging Bolt out a little too early in the next format. I think that it might still be a decent pick at a certain point, because what it's really losing is just like
Sada.
its big accelerator with Sada, but I don't think that that necessarily breaks the deck entirely. I think that it slows the deck down to a comfortable place for the rest of the meta, but it doesn't necessarily destroy the deck's chances of
It does
winning a
also
game.
lose Nest Ball, which is really, really crucial. Keep that in
That's
mind.
true.
Yeah, I think
That is
the big thing it's losing is less about the accelerant, and more so about like
Control.
Sada was an accelerant plus draw engine.
Mm-hmm.
It like did both, which is kind of tough. I mean, it has a lot of different ways that it could plan to play with energy on the board without Sada. Like you could play it with Iona's Belly Bolt, you could play it with Electric, you could play it with Glass Trumpet, E-Switch, and like Owls. But it's like you can't do all that and draw cards, which is like the other thing.
That's the biggest issue.
Something else of note in this Raging Bolt desk is the single Wellspring Mask.
Yeah, the Wellspring is super interesting.
Yeah.
Like they're just sniping between it and Baby Bolt and Fez. Like they're just sniping the bench all day long.
That's probably honestly how they got as high as they did in this tournament, had like as good of a run as they did with the second place. Is just because at a certain point, like you can pick and choose your matchups with the Wellspring and the Raging Bolt and just kind of get a little more aggressive with the snipes, you know?
Yeah. Which I think one cool thing about this tournament is like outside of the Dingo underperformance and the Pult overperformance, it is kind of a testament to like if you know a deck, just play it really good.
Yeah.
Because like there's a lot of that example in this like top 64 to top 128, like between Andres and Raging Bolt performing really well. I mean, you have Emma Hagen, who literally on stream day one explained how their deck worked and still got 13th place with Flareon. It's just like aura farming all day long, but like that's just the deck she knows really good. She knows it literally inside and out, so she can play it to this kind of performance. Same with like Liam and Zoroark. Same with like, you know, all these people playing like Kang Boof to these like high placements. Jesse Parker with Miraidon, Ross Cawthon with Sarah Ledge. Like, they're making like these solid runs just because like they pick a deck they know and they play it really, really well.
Right. I think that's honestly plays like goes back to that testament of like if you pick a deck and you're comfortable with the play style of that deck and you're comfortable with what that deck's trying to achieve, it's a deck that has a decent seat within the meta, like a comfortable, you know,
you can even be a B tier deck and do well.
Yeah. Just play a deck that's good. Like, it doesn't have to be the best play for the tournament, but like if you play a deck that's like good and play it well, you'll do pretty good. Like, I don't think Flareon was a great pick for the tournament, but like Emma Hagen knows Flareon better than anybody else, so she took it to the tournament, played it good, and did well.
And I'm really liking this Flareon list too. The aggressive like jet energies in there, that's really cool. Like basically like just banking on getting jet energy and doing like jet energy plus sparkling crystal for Flareon is such a smart way to play it. It does make no Latias like pick really, really good. Like Pidgeot EX is the only free retreater in this list, which is, you know, that's pretty cool. The 2 EVEX now instead of just the 1. I think
that's what I really liked about the list was double EVEX. I actually thought that was really cool.
I think that's smart. I don't know if I would do that right now personally, but that does kind of like lead you to like the thought process of like maybe we do go to EVX in the future with the rotation. I don't know. And then the double Hilda 1 Crispin, I think that's like a really interesting way to play the list too.
That is an interesting choice. That's
I still think you need to Crispin, but like she knows better than I
agree.
do.
Yeah, she performed. Who's to say?
Oh man, yeah. Excellent. Just a cool tournament, and it's a cool tournament. It's nice to see that, like, you know, it is still some of the same usual suspects, right? People will still say, well, it is Dragapult's world and we're just living in it, you know. Well, it is just Guardy doing the best that it did, but like clearly there are other decks out there that can compete with these decks, you know. We're seeing that in the top 32, and I think that that's probably like the biggest testament to anything is like top 32 and top 64. You're still seeing, like we said, you know, other decks out there that are just absolutely coming in and doing things that people had discounted them for. So
Yeah. A lot of players that really people thought were out, but are doing surprisingly well. So yeah, awesome turnout. Zach, anything from you before we move on to what we're playing?
Nope.
Awesome. Let's talk about it. Zach, you've got something interesting on here, so I want to hear from you first right now. What have you been playing lately?
For Pokemon, mostly just Donzard. Like ever since that deck won that regional, I've been playing it, and that deck is like so fun. I've been trying to play lots of other stuff. I've won all my challenges for the season, so now I'm just playing nonsense.
Nice.
And other decks are hard or bad. Like it's really tough to like figure out how a lot of these play. Like I've been trying to play Joltik Box, and that deck is like super fun, but also like super volatile. I tried learning how to play Absol Kang, and that deck is hard. That is a really hard deck to play.
Yeah.
I don't know how it wins games. Like you're literally not attaching energies most of the time. It's kind of nuts. Like you're literally just like, I really hope I get to like take a knockout and then terminal period and then Blood Moon. If I don't, I probably lose.
Yeah.
It's really hard. I tried playing Frostlass Monkey Dory, and I'm like, that's too much math for me, I think. I'm capping out. But I'm just like trying to explore and like find other stuff to play, so I don't have to just play Charizard for every tournament I go to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm into hockey now. I'm a hockey guy.
Welcome.
My fiance and I both got really into hockey. We've been wanting to forever, like for literal years. And then recently, our friend got us into heated rivalry, much like most people who are into hockey now. So just based off of that, us and our friend group, like our trivia friend group, went to a hockey game together.
Nice.
And then we're all sucked in now. Like it was like the most fun I've ever had at a sporting event. It is just so fast paced and like there's no downtime at all. Almost like everything is happening constantly. So it's like so fun to watch. It's so easy to follow. It's so dynamic. So now we're following the local minor league team in Charlotte and the Carolina Hurricanes in the NHL out in Raleigh.
Dude, Canes are doing so good this season too.
And they're doing incredible. Yeah, we're actually very happy with them. And we also watched the NHL documentary series Face Off. Which is also like incredible. So like if you ever watch like the Netflix documentaries F1 Drive to Survive, it's very similar to that, but for hockey, where they go through different storylines of different seasons. The first season is the 23 to 24 season. The second one is the 24 to 25 season. It's really, really good. And then we most recently watched Shoresy on Hulu, which if you ever watch Letterkenny, it's the same people. But it's the most insane, funny, quotable, like vocal stem television show I've ever seen, but it's also super heartwarming. So I would very much recommend watching that.
Nice. Super cool. You chose a good team to root for, by the way, with the Canes this season.
It's the only local one. Like if there was a New Orleans hockey team, I would root for them instead, but they don't have one. So
you gotta join me and root for the Bruins.
No.
What? Nah, you gotta.
The number one rule of sports is that like you pick the local team and then you just like, if they're good, they're good. If they're bad, they're bad. But you got to pick whatever team that is or whatever.
Fair enough.
Since we have one, I'm just running with it.
I have 3 teams, and they're mostly doing pretty well. I've been rooting for the Bruins my whole life, and of course the Canes my whole life. Penguins from Pittsburgh also doing so well. I normally don't vote for root for a Pittsburgh team, but the Penguins are doing really well, and I've liked them for a long time.
As a new hockey player, I am fascinated by Sidney Crosby. He is just like the unk machine.
He's a character.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm very glad. I mean, Atlantic Division is not my favorite right now, but
really,
I mean, Bruins are in the middle of the pack, and then like Red Wings and Lightning is on top. That's not something I like to see, man.
Oh
my gosh. So very cool that you're getting into hockey, though. And of course, like Donzard's cool too. I think the hockey is the really interesting part. Like
yeah, pretty much. Like Donzard is like the same old, but hockey is like a new fun thing I'm into.
Yeah. Hockey is so much fun, man. Oh my gosh. We should go to a hockey game soon. We should go to a Czechs game.
Oh, defo. It's so good. The Checkers also doing really good this season. If you're
we'll arrange it on like a $2 beer night or whatever. They do that on like Wednesdays, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It'll be sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That sounds sick.
Excellent. Well, glad to hear that. Johnny, what are you playing this week?
So I too picked up Dawnzard at Zach's recommendation, and I had some good fun with it. It's a fun list, you know. It tickles the Noctowl itch, you know. Everyone who plays Noctowl decks will like a Dawnzard list because it's doing the same thing, but it's just like, oh, it is the most like fan rotom deck that you can imagine, but on steroids, honestly. Like, you're just like, oh, let me fan rotom plus Dawn for 1,000,000 cards and then just go, you know. It's a lot of fun. But outside of the Dawnzard, I've been actually playing the real Dawn list, and that is Rhydon. It's 20. We are on 2024 again. It is Jesse Parker's world, and we're just living in it. No, for real though, this list is just fun. Zach, I know Zach mentioned Joltik Box. I think that this is the best way to play hands right now. Like, for sure. Don't even bother with Pikachu and Joltik and trying to accelerate energy into play. Just play this. It's so simple. It's so straightforward. You just hand dump until you get what you want, and you swing for 2 prizes every turn, and it's that simple. And it's actually like it's a fun list because you can actually control some of that matchup yourself just a little bit. I've actually been in a situation once or twice with it where it's like, oh, you're short on the damage that you need maybe to KO something, but if you go through the right motions, you can go get Zekrom onto bench, pop a Magneton, get it powered up, and suddenly you're able to like swing for KO, you know, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of fun things you can do with the list in some inventive ways, I think, and that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it cool.
I do think that list is crucially missing at least 1 or 2 copies of Countercatcher if you're playing Magneton, but that's
I understand the sentiment. I do understand the sentiment, but the way the list functions, you're also just running 4 boss, 4 Carmine, 4 research. So if you're not researching on a turn, you're bossing on a turn, and stuff like that makes Countercatcher feel a little less necessary, I think, most of the time. Like, having a Countercatcher would be cool, but most of the time you have access to boss or like your prime catcher in most cases. In the turns that you don't, you generally just have to accept that you're either washed on the matchup and it's time to go to the next game, or solve your way around it, which you can maybe do sometimes, because you also do run like Iron Bundle in the list and stuff like that. And I think Iron Bundle is a big solution in the list, honestly, as just a way to like force up a bad matchup instead for your opponent. You know, it's a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun with that. So yeah, that really amounts to like everything I've been playing. It's kind of revived my interest in standard right now, so I don't know, I might just be on that for a little while, who knows.
Very cool.
I do want to try it because I have been enjoying playing Iron Hands, but Joltik Box is so reliant on going second that it's like it's so demoralizing when you lose the coin flip. So like playing this seems like it'd be more fun because you could go first. Like going for second.
This one is a go first for sure list. Like,
exactly.
You can go second and be okay, but it is like, this is like the opposite of like, we want to go first with this list. And since most decks that it has good matchups into always want to go second, you're pretty much never like, you're never upset to get into a matchup and have them pick to go second, and then you're never upset really too much to see someone say, okay, I'm going to go first instead. Sometimes you just high roll like the hands into 2 prizes on like a Fan Rotom or, you know, like a Charmander or something. Like sometimes you just high roll that, and that's fine too. Like, we like that. We have fun with that. So yeah, it's a cool list. Yeah, outside of that, I've just been the usual, sticking to like whatever new anime that I've been watching, or I guess like old anime. Similar to Zach, I had a sports revival in the form of soccer recently, with watching Blue Lock. So I guess catch me cheering for a World Cup team this year.
Okay, what team?
I'll have to get back to you on that one. Probably the US, obviously. But yeah, we'll see.
As you should. You should be rooting for the US. All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, I'm not doing a whole lot different this week. I've been playing more Zoroark. been botting that deck like crazy. There is a new Zoroark control list, though.
Ooh,
I'm very excited about it.
That's on my list of decks to try. I really want to try that one too.
I haven't tried it out all the way yet, but I've been fooling with it. This is a list that plays 4/4 Zoroark, 2 Reshiram, and then 2 LGM that moves the energy.
Ooh,
The Milotic that prevents Turo, Genesect that prevents Acepex, Monkey Dory, Corner Maractus, Blood Moon, and Fez. Relies heavily on Arven, has a lot of counter catchers, handheld fans, lots of like just other control pieces. Runs Hero's Cape as the A spec, which is really interesting.
Okay.
So that you're able to tank up those hits a lot better. I'm so curious. I obviously I need to play how this plays a little better. But I love Zoroark and I love control, so I'm gonna try this out a little more. I have been playing, however, similar in the control scheme of things, is a little bit of Tuskmill. I figure it's a good time. Bring it back.
Okay.
Lots of people just don't like to deck out. And I've just been having fun, like playing a silly, like not serious deck and doing well with it. I don't know. I like it. The other day I also did get tired of losing games, so I was just like, let me put on Duskbolt for a little bit and just win a couple quick, easy scrims. But like, I don't know. That deck you just kind of turn. You don't have to think very much. It's got a very low skill floor. Not that the skill ceiling isn't high, but the skill floor is very low. So.
I think Dragapult Dusknoir has like the biggest gap between floor and ceiling of any deck.
Absolutely.
Like, at its core, you kind of get it, but like to like play it to like an elite level is like so much higher.
Yeah.
So,
no, I think that's fair.
I did a little bit of that, a little bit of Tuskmill. What were you saying, Johnny? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say on the note to Duskbolt, my buddy who we've had on, Jake, he is actually looking to like try to play his first regional this April in Orlando, and he still, so for reference, he still does not actually play very much in person, and doesn't have like a formal deck yet, so it's going to be interesting. But I was like, you know what, I think I might just like throw like the GHI the GHI block Duskbolt list his way and just be like, here, just try this, you know, get these cards, like buy these cards and try this list and run it at the regional. And I guarantee you, if you can play, you know, like at a decent level, you'll probably come away with like some fun results for day one at the very least, you know. So I'm kind of interested to see how that goes, because it'll either be like I throw that at him or I throw like Dawn's Art at him, honestly.
Easy. That's very cool.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
No, that's good. It's very exciting. That's cool. Yeah, it's just been those mostly, though. I've been playing, like, again, I can't get enough Zoroark. I'm obsessed. It's a problem.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, it's a good
Fun
deck.
card.
Good deck, fun deck.
Trade is
really got to try out this control build. It apparently did top 32 at a 700-person Smart Series.
Oh, that's pretty sick. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, who's to say? It could be the new Heat. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I'm in addition to like external of Pokemon stuff, though, I've been playing a ton of video games, like just getting in for a little bit and then getting out. I've been playing like Doom. I was playing like Doom 2016. I jumped back into Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
What else was I playing? I gotta beat the gun and ball gamer allegations. I played like some more Borderlands. I played some Vampire Survivors for a while.
That game rocks. I love Vampire Survivors.
Very good.
Fun one. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get Diablo 3 on the Switch while we're taking shelter from the storm, because it's like $20 right now and you can play it
Also
offline.
incredibly good.
Yeah.
If you're into Diablo style games, the Switch is a great system for it right now, because you can play Diablo 3, Diablo 2, Titan Quest, Torchlight 1, Torchlight 2. It's like really good for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then been playing a ton of Minecraft with my best friends. We've got like our long-term world that we've been working on. We just got to the point where I'm like building our storage system properly. and it's very resource intensive and time intensive. So I'm sitting here like putting out blueprints and stuff for our big builds. It's fun, and just getting on with the bestie and just rocking out some times, chilling. As far as watching anything, I've been watching the Fallout TV show. I'm not into season 2 yet. I'm really excited when I do get there, but I've been on season 1 for a while. But I have started rewatching Bakugan Battle Brawlers from way back.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know my lore, I was a Bakugan fan long before I was a Pokemon fan. I love that franchise so much. They're so cool. They're on the same shelf as my Bionicles. I've got some Bionicle Borak and some Bakugan from Gen 1 up on my bookshelf. And they're so sick, man. I love a toy that can turn into a ball. I loved the anime series for so long when I was a kid, because it was, I mean, technically I was a Pokemon fan at the same time as a Bakugan fan, but what happened was I wasn't allowed to watch Pokemon, and I just saw Bakugan. I was like, this is another series where monsters come out of balls. Let me see what's happening here. This isn't quite Pokemon. They'll let this slide. And so I became obsessed with it. I loved it. Yeah. I still love it to this day. So I started rewatching that. I was rewatching it when I was homesick. And I'm astonished. I was like, man, the character design was so good on these, even back then. Like, I'm looking at some of these guys. Like, they had who was it? Is it just called Reaper? Like, the Reaper design for Bakugan is so sick. It's a little generic, but like he's got these very striking, like, big old horns and wings. I don't know. It's super cool. And then, oh, dude, freaking the Hades Bakugan goes crazy. It hasn't showed up in the series yet, but like all these animated designs, they're very Yu-Gi-Oh looking, except IMO better. But that's just my 2 cents. I don't know. So very nostalgic for me. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Also, Masquerade as a villain is so sick. There's the plot twist later on in the season where it turns out to be, who was it? What's her name? But like one of the like players in the team of like one of like the good guys. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah. Very, very cool. Oh yeah, Alice is who Masquerade turns out to be. Spoilers for Bakugan Battle Rollers, I guess.
Spoilers.
Whatever, man. It's been like 20 years.
20-year-old show. Spoilers.
20-year-old show, by the way. I started to say it earlier. You could have caught on. Yeah. But yeah. Very fun show. Also the premise, because it's very immediately into the action. Like the very second episode introduces the main villain in Masquerade, and like the premise is like this person is stealing people's Bakugan when they win, and they're like gone forever. And it turns out they're in this thing called the Doom Dimension. So that's setting the tone for you pretty early.
The Doom Dimension.
Absolutely. Honestly, in the Shadow Realm. Not gonna lie,
dude. It's so sick because it has like
alliteration.
It does. It has alliteration. Well, and like the sauce to it was always there's like I'll try to find a clip and show you guys like so you can watch it in post. Or actually I'll try to do it now so you can see it. But the villains that were like in cahoots with Masquerade would always drop like what they called it the Doom card, which is very corny. But they would just like it was like this really menacing. They'd hold it up and like let it like flutter to the ground. And it was this very satanic looking card, actually, in retrospect for the time. I'll put it in our Discord. This was the Doom card, and they would like drop it and it would fade into the battlefield.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's so spooky, badass.
Actually, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's so badass. Well, yeah, it's the Doom Dimension, man. And it would send people to like effectively like Bakugan hell. Like you can't come back from there.
Holy moly, dude.
Dude, this anime is sick. I'm telling you. It's so good.
The Doom Dimension.
Also, it played into like the actual like TCG as well, where you played it at the start of a battle and the losing player's Bakugan was like effectively exiled. So So, because normally in the TCG you could just like re-roll for like a different battle to get more points. But if you play the Doom card, it would effectively exile or lost zone that Pokemon or that Bakugan, which is a really cool mechanic.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, it's very cool. And so like this is the stuff that I don't know. This is the stuff that I was getting into when I was a kid, and it's got a lot of nostalgia for me. I'm a big fan of it. So,
yeah,
and of course it's got like the 90s, early 2000s anime cringe on it, but like it was a really good show. I've been enjoying it, and I love the characters. I love the world. So it's good to be back in it.
Yeah.
I need to get the old DS game because that was sick too.
Oh yeah, those tie-in games are always like really interesting.
We need to bring back movie and TV show tie-in games. I'm tired of it.
I agree.
I was literally thinking, it was when I saw Moana 2 that I was like, they should make, and I know that's like a really ridiculous thing to jump to after talking about this like satanic ass looking Bakugan card. But like Moana 2, when I watched it, immediately afterwards I was like, oh, this would be a really cool like video game to make out of like going to the other islands and like getting all the people. And each world would be like a different culture or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just cool stuff like that. So I think we should bring back movie and TV show tie-ins for games. It'd be sweet. All right. Well, it's been a great episode of N21FM, a Pokemon podcast. I'm really glad you've both been here. We're about to go over and do the bonus show, which I think we'll have it be the stuff we're looking forward to in 2026. I think that seems like a good place to start. That'll be the bonus content. You can check us out over at patreon.com/terminalcreative. $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, all that good stuff. We look forward to seeing you there. I've been trying to add more stuff to the Patreon to make it more worth your while, and for $1 a month, getting all that access to the bonus show and the RSS feed, I think it's a pretty good deal. So be sure to check that out. Check out the old bonus content. Check out the For the Win TCG episode. Thank you all. Once again, shout out for I think one of the last times, because I'm pretty sure he's on an off ramp. I've spoken with our current Patreon producer tier patron, the only one of his kind, and we've lost his support for February, I believe. But we're going to continue to thank him for the month of January and every time we can get support from him. But thank you to Yup, It's Me for your continued and ongoing support. We hope, this is, I think, the last episode of the month. So we look forward to your eventual return someday. But in the meantime, we wish you well. Be well, be good, behave, all of those things. Friends, Zach, what are you doing for the rest of the day?
Hopefully not freezing. That's the plan.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Johnny, you too?
Yeah. I think so. I think not freezing.
Sounds about right. I'll do the same. I'll probably do some editing. I'll make this episode's intro. Maybe I'll watch more Bakugan. It'll be sweet.
There you go.
That's the plan.
Well, thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here and jumping on the show with me. I'll see you guys in a second in the bonus. Thank you everyone out there for watching us, YouTube, Spotify, Patreon, all of you guys. And again, thank you, of course, to Yup, It's Me, our producer tier patron. We'll see you all in the next one. Farewell.